All right. Um, the question of the report is almost the same. Almost the same. Okay. So the report writing is always ask you to report, which means to give information. So, okay. Report means to give information about any issue or any topic. Namely, this topic is a visit to a place or an experience. Okay, so you are given an experience in the question and you are asked to report about this experience. This experience can be a visit to a place, like visiting to a coastline, visiting to a museum, visiting a hotel, a school, okay, an exhibition, art, and so on. So visiting a place, you will tell your impressions about this experience. Then regularly the report asks you to write about areas of improvement. I mean that always ask you to give your suggestions about this experience. So let's say that there is some problem or there are some problems with this experience, and the question is asking you to react or evaluate by giving some suggestions. Okay, let's read this question so that we can understand exactly what should we do when we start writing. The question is here: your school recently changed the way the after school activities have been running. So what is the main topic I'm going to write about here is, what is the main topic?
The way the after school activities have been run.
Yes, there is a change. There is a change about the after school activities. My school decided one day to do some after activities. The headmaster and the audience or the reader of the topic is always here is a teacher or a headmaster or a principal of a school, okay, wants students' opinions about the changes. So what is the main purpose of the report here is, the headmaster wants what?
The student
Students.
opinion about the
Yes,
changes.
exactly. About the changes. This is the main purpose of the report. Then, and you have been asked to write a report. In your report, say, look here what he said, what is good about the afternoon activities, and this is the second part I told you about. So I am giving some reflections about an experience, the first part as I told you here, and the second part of the experience is to suggest how it could be improved next time. Okay, so this form of question is almost similar or almost repeated. Okay, how it is improved. This is the form of the question. We have main topic and we have subtopic. Okay, main topic will be mentioned in my introduction. Okay, and the subtopic will be explained in the body paragraphs. Okay, we'll do this in detail. Every single idea will be taken from the question here. So understanding the question is the main task for you. Here are some notes. Number one, don't copy the same words of the question, but instead do what? Paraphrase it. Paraphrase means to explain it in your own words. Explain in your own words. Number two, keep your introduction brief as possible. Introduction is not the place where we write all details or explanations. So always your introduction is what? Brief as possible. Number 3, always try to use strong words. Now we'll write the introduction for this question. How can I write my introduction? What are the parts of my introduction? Okay, so we understand the question now. The main topic is about the changes that our school decided to make regarding to the after-school activities. Okay, and I should tell the headmaster the students' opinions about the change and what is good about the after-school activities and suggest how it could be improved next term. Let's see the introduction. Introduction consists of two main parts. What are these two main parts? Here is the question. Your school again recently changed the after-school activities. The headmaster wants students' opinions about the changes. And you have been asked to write a report. This is the first part of the question. Okay, what should we do regarding to this part? We will answer the WH questions like who asked you to do the report, when the action will happen, where if the question is about a place, who, what the topic is, and why it is required or why it is written. Okay, so the first step is what? Answer some WH
Yes.
Okay, so you will delete today me and my class and write our instead. Our class spent a day at new art exhibition that just opened in the town recently. Okay, who asked you to write this report? Your teacher.
Yeah.
Okay, so write our teacher asked for writing a report about that day or this experiment. This experience. Okay,
Where do I write?
just after here after just a moment here write our teacher or my teacher asked for a report about a day we spent at the art exhibition that just opened in town recently. That's it. So now you edited. This is our teacher. Okay, now you edited at the beginning. Now the beginning is clear and the beginning is connected as idea. So our teacher asked for a report about a day we spent at the new art exhibition. A day we spent at. We will delete this part as well. We spent at. Then you wrote the purpose of this report is to write about. We said use one of the strong verbs. Why you used write about what I have learned? Say to highlight, it's better. Or to elaborate. So don't write again. Highlight or elaborate or investigate.
Wait, how do I, so I start the introduction with our teacher asked for a report.
Yes. Yeah. Exactly. We will delete whole this part. Look. Just a moment. Hold on, please. Yeah, you will delete all this part. Okay. And begin with this part instead. Here. Now it's clear?
Yes.
Okay. Then, as we said, don't use write about what I have learned from the trip and how the trip can be improved. Can be improved if it is also provided for us next year. Provided to us, not for us. Here. Okay. And what you learned from the trip. What I have learned. Okay. All right. Yeah, Selma.
Okay.
So just to be sure that you know what errors have been made here, don't use the word write and highlight. Okay. That's all. Can be improved. If the word improved is mentioned in the question, you can use another word instead, like instead of improved, how it is enhanced. Can be enhanced.
Wait, I write what I have learned.
What I have learned from the trip and how the trip can be enhanced. I mean instead of improved. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, that's it. Thank you. Let's go back to the second part of the topic is the body paragraphs. From where do I get the body paragraphs? From the two parts of the question that we mentioned as in your report, say what is good about the after school activities. This will be a paragraph. Okay, so here, number one, be sure that you covered all points required by the question. Be sure that you explained all points mentioned in the question. Okay, here the question, yes, Salma, say in your report, say what is good about the after school activities and suggest how it could be improved next year. Okay, now we will divide our topic into body paragraphs, body 1, body 2, conclusion. Okay, the first idea will be body 1 and the second idea will be body 2. You got that point, how we divided the question to be body 1 and body 2 after the introduction?
Yes.
Okay, also this part can be body 2 and conclusion. You will see what I mean. Let's take it step by step. We mentioned here that write a subheading for the first point. What is the first point? The question says the first point is what is good about the after school activities. We want now to write a subheadline or subheading about this idea. What is good about the after school activities? What is good? It means he is asking me about what, ya Salma?
After school activities.
What is good about them? So it means the whole paragraph should discuss what?
What is good about the after school activities?
Exactly. What is good means advantages, right?
Yes.
So simply we can write the subtitle as strengths of the after school activities. You know what strengths mean?
What?
Strength.
Like I know if I don't know how to explain it.
String of strong.
Yeah, strong.
Yeah, exactly. So we can say strength of after school activities, or we can write advantages of the after school activities, or we can write positives of the after school activities. This is the headline. Okay, then we will start writing our body paragraph number 1 about the positive sides of the after school activities. We always begin our ideas with a transitional phrase. So the first word of the paragraph will be what? Transitional phrase. What word can be a transition here? Read this list.
Firstly, one notable aspect is initially, first and foremost. The first point to consider is to begin with. Firstly, let's explore. To start off, to kick things off, beginning with the strengths.
Yes, exactly. So we can use any expression from those points to begin my topic. Okay? After that, I'll mention what is the first positive and support it. So we will start our paragraph with any transitional word like firstly or to begin with and so on. So here we can say to begin with, comma. Okay? What is the first strength or the first positive? We will say, as some students reported, the new structure has increased the choice of activities available to students. So what is the first point here? That the structure of the program increased what? The choice of activities. It means there are a lot of activities available to students. So my first positive is the variety of activities. Okay, should I jump to the next point by saying additionally or moreover? No and never. Before you support the point, So what I mean here by support a point, I mentioned a point. Don't go to another point without giving an example or a reason or explanation. So how I support my point, yes, Selma, by giving an example if possible, or by giving a reason, or by giving evidence, or by giving explanation. Okay? I'll teach you how to support ideas in detail, inshallah. But now today, let's focus on the structure. So this is the first point. How I supported it, give an example to support and explain the point. Look, he said, what about this point? For example, more sports options are now offered. So now he is explaining what, Selma? He is explaining the increasing of choices of activities available to students. Teach me, what do you mean by increase the choice of activities? He gave an example by saying more sports options are now offered, encouraging greater participation among students who may not have previously been interested. Okay, this is the first idea. So if you read the first idea in total, you will find it until here. Okay, let's read it. Read it, Selma.
As some students reported, the new structure has increased the choice of activities available to students. For example, more sports options are now offered, encouraging greater participation among students.
Great, wait. What if you started answering, sorry, I'm not sure if this is right, just a moment. For example, what if we deleted this part and we said, as some students reported, the new structure has increased the choice of activities available to students. Additionally, the introduction of specialized interest clubs such as coding, debate, and environmental conservation has broadened the... What I did for point number 1, if I deleted this part that I crossed.
What? I don't understand your question.
What happened now if I deleted this part that I strike?
The first idea won't make any sense. Or
it makes sense, but it is not supported. It's not explained. There is no enough detail for this point. Okay, I just wrote a point, then I jumped to another point. Clear? So now we wrote the first positive. First positive, then give an example about the first positive. Okay, now point 1 is done. You want to write a new point, another point. You want to add a point. If you want to add another point, use a transitional word that gives the meaning of the word and. Like what? Like additionally, moreover, furthermore, in addition, adding to that. Another positive is, one more advantage is. So if you want to start a new point, use a new transitional word. So we said here, additionally, the introduction of specialized interest clubs such as coding, debate, and environmental conservation has broadened the range of opportunities for students to explore diverse passions and talents. So what is the second positive of the after-school activities? He said that some different or variety of activities here help or broadened of broad, which means wide. Okay, but this is a verb. Broadened the range of opportunities. Range of opportunities means chances. So it widened or make the chances very wide, very large for students to explore diverse, which means various or different, okay, different passions and talents. Passions means interests. Okay, so now I added 2 points in one paragraph about the positives. Here is the final version of the paragraph. You will write your subtitles, which is strength of the activities. This is your subheadline. Then you will write your paragraph. Okay, read the paragraph again and be sure that you understand how it's structured.
Okay.
Read.
As some students reported, the new structure has increased the choice of activities available to students. Okay. So I read the for example part.
Yeah, until the end.
For example, more sports options are now offered, encouraging greater participation among students who may not have previously been interested.
This is the first point. Go to the new point. Additionally,
the introduction of specialized interest clubs such as coding, debate, and environmental conversations have broadened the range of opportunities for students to explore diverse passions and talents.
Excellent. Now we finished the first paragraph and we want to go to the next paragraph. But before we go to the next paragraph, just 2 notes. Your paragraph must contain complex sentences and complex vocabulary. As we mentioned last time, less common vocabulary. If you looked at the paragraph here, you will find it started by a complex sentence using the conjunction as, and the same sentence used the word who, which is also a connective that creates a complex sentence. Okay?
Okay.
So you should use complex sentences in your paragraph and complex vocabulary. As you see in the paragraph, there are a lot of less common vocabulary or advanced vocabulary, like options, encouraging, participation, previously, specialized, interest club, coding, environmental conservation, broadened range, opportunities, explore, diverse, passions, talents. All of these words are advanced vocabulary. Okay, so if you don't have enough word bank or advanced word bank, you should prepare your word bank and memorize it and train yourself how to use this list of vocabulary in your writing. Okay, this is very necessary. You will do the same structure in the next paragraph. So the next paragraph, you will do the same to the second idea of the question. What is the second idea of the question? You will write a subheading for the second point, which is suggest how it could be improved next term. This is the second point I should write about, how it could be improved. So here is my subheading. What's my subheading? Areas of improvement. It means this paragraph will include what? areas of improvement. Okay, as long as this paragraph has an opposing ideas to the previous paragraph, I must use some transitions that show contrast. Like however, because the first paragraph was about positives. So logically, positives. As long as I'm writing about areas of improvements, it means I'm going to write about negatives, because areas of improvements, it means there are some drawbacks, some problems here that should be improved. This is negatives. So if you write a paragraph about positives and a paragraph about negatives, you must begin the second paragraph with a contrasting conjunction or a contrasting transitional word, like however, or on the other hand, or conversely, or in contrast. Okay, so we will begin our paragraph here by the word however. What I'm going to write here: areas of improvement, areas of improvement. The first point he mentioned here is activities could be improved in some areas. Number one, there have been complaints. Here, supposed to write the word firstly. Firstly, there have been complaints about the need for more flexibility in the schedule, as some students find it difficult to attend activities due having other commitments. This is the first point. So where is the first problem? The idea of complaints about flexibility. This was the first point. Students need more flexibility in the schedule. Okay? Then he supported the point. He explained. He added more detail about it. Before I started a new point, how I explained it by saying some students find it difficult to attend activities due to having other commitments. Then I started a new point. This is the second point. Okay, I said here, many students have expressed a desire for more creative activities such as art or music clubs, showing a need for various and enriching extracurricular experiences. Okay, so I explained also 2 points here. I used complex sentences again. Complex sentences, and I used advanced vocabulary. Where are the complex sentences? Here I used the word as, which is a connective for complex sentences, and due to in the second line, or the third line, sorry. Okay, that's all. And I used 2 connectives to link ideas, which are however and moreover. Now I finished the body paragraph. Okay, is that clear how to write the body paragraph number 1 and body paragraph number 2? From where did I get the ideas? You know, from where did we get the ideas?
I understood it, but from the ideas from like the question itself.
From the question, exactly. After the word in your report, there will be 2 ideas mentioned. These 2 ideas will be fully explained in the body paragraphs. I will specify a separate paragraph for each point. Clear?
Yes.
All right, finally, now it's my conclusion. So write conclusion here as a subheading. This is my subheading for the final paragraph. What should I write in the conclusion? You will summarize what you explained in brief without repetition. Without repetition, it means don't use the same expressions you used in the paragraph. Use different words, okay? Conclusion is always your final impression and reaction about the topic. What is your final point? Now summarize the topic to me. Okay, so we can start our topic by therefore, or in conclusion, or at the end, or in summary, or to summarize, okay, to summarize it, or to sum it up, okay, any transitional word that shows that this is the end. Okay, let's read the expressions here used in the end. School club introduce more activities to cater to a broader range of interests. This is the same sentence mentioned in the positives. So this is one of the positives, okay? But he used different words. Introduce more activities to cater to a broader range of interests. Furthermore, a more flexible schedule. This is one of the negatives, okay? But he improved it, like suggested to be improved. A more flexible schedule would allow students to participate in more activities without missing out on them and improve students' satisfaction. Okay, so you will just tell me, you can write also, instead of the word conclusion, you can write the word suggestions. If this paragraph think that it can be suggestions for the problem, or you can write solutions if you think the paragraph is considered as solutions. Okay?
Okay.
Great. Any questions about the structure now?
No.
All right. What matters is your language. Your language matters. Your language matters. Give me just a moment. I mute my microphone and then get back to you.
Okay.
Okay, now I want you to write the rest of this task. You already wrote the introduction. Build upon your introduction and write your body, paragraphs, and conclusion. Okay?
Okay.
This is your final task. I hope you look for the best words to use in your writing. Before you write, think that if word is relevant here, is this word strong or this word is weak? So if you think it's not the best word, try to change it. And if you don't know what is the best word for this situation, you can use Google or you can ask me.
Okay.
Thank you. Start.
Okay. Ali?